I've had my fair share of struggles with mental health in the sport, and I've been pretty vocal about that because to me, that's the subjects that help younger athletes the most. But you talked about, heading into Tokyo, experiencing some really tough times in, 2020, 2021. Can you share that and then kind of how you dug yourself back out?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I agree with you completely, especially being a male in South Africa. We have such a bad stigma about sharing your feelings and being there for one another, right? The first time I ever chatted to a sports psychologist was actually right after the 2016 Olympics, when I moved to James Gibson at Energy Standard. There was a whole club that was made beginning of 2017. So that was the first time. And I was like heavily against talking to anybody because I grew up like, hey, we don't talk to like...
Yeah, it shows weakness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, they kind of forced me to talk to this guy, and we ended up developing a great relationship, and he ended up helping me kind of come back from, let's call it my 2016, it wasn't mental health back then, but it was more just my being upset with everything that happened, right? And I came back to be world champ in 2017. And not that it's anything to do about swimming, but my life became better after speaking with him. I just got to process things better. Things like, I mean, that race in 2016, not to circle back to it, but like that 2-fly where Michael came back and beat me, like that was, to this day, it was the worst race in my career for sure. And it's still something, it doesn't haunt me as much as it used to, but I wish I could have had one more crack at it, Yeah, so like in some respects, I wasn't able to get closure on that moment because I beat Michael in 12, he got me in 16, and we needed to settle it, right?
Yeah,
that was always my mindset, right? You know what I mean? But like, I look back on it and I'm like, I've made peace with that. No, I've made peace with all of that, and that's thanks to Rich.